So we'll begin this practice of Yoga Nidra by finding a posture, if it's comfortable for you, lying on your back on a supportive, flat surface. Taking a few moments to adapt to the environment you're in and make any adjustments that could yield a slightly more comfortable posture. So if there's any neck alignment readjustments, any clothing readjustments, if you could be 10 to 20% more comfortable, take the time as you please right now to make any last tweaks so that we can remain still for the duration of the practice. Finding yourself in a Shavasana posture with your palms up, your eyes gently shut if that's comfortable for you. And above all, we want to find a posture that allows you to relax and settle. So if a different posture or a seated position is optimal for you, that is also more than okay. So arriving to this situation, settling onto your surface, the surface that's supporting you, noticing the supportedness of whatever is holding you. Noticing the space that you're in. Taking note of the temperature of the air in the space that you're in. Bringing your attention to the sensations of clothing on your skin, the weight of any additional blankets, adding comfort and warmth, and noticing the temperature of air passing on the surfaces of skin that are exposed. Noticing what we might not always take the time and attentiveness to notice. Bringing your awareness to sounds being produced. All sounds being produced that are audible, faraway sounds, distant ambient hums. No need to identify what is producing the sounds, just noticing the sounds. Layers of sounds being produced closer and closer to where you are in space. Overlapping, subtle, faint cacophony of sounds. Getting closer and closer to you in the space, noticing sounds produced in the space you're in. Zooming all the way in to sounds on a vibrational level being created within your own body, like the sound and movement of your breath, like the drum of your heartbeat. Detecting your pulse, maybe even noticing the vibrational energy of blood coursing through your veins, the movement of blood through your veins, creating a buzz of awareness and energy. Bringing your attention to your breath, noting that we've slowed down from the frenzy and movement of the day so far, and noticing that the heart rate and the breath are gradually slowing in pace as we switch gears from looking out at the world, taking in stimulation, absorbing and processing information, to an introspective lens going within the container of the body and casting a spotlight on all that is occurring within our body. Noticing the breath. Taking a nice deep inhale and a nice profound exhale, trying to prolong the length of an exhale a count longer than the inhale. On your own time, with a cadence that's comfortable for your breath cycle, watch your inhale, filling up the lungs, taking an extra sip of air at the top, and watch the exhale as you press out every last drop of air, adding a beat to the length of the exhale. Pressing, expelling every last drop of air out the bottom of the lungs, and even a little bit more. Inhale, filling up your lungs to the brim, taking an extra sip of air. Exhale, pushing every last drop of air out of your lungs. Nice, long, deep, elongated exhale. 2 more breath cycles like that on your own time. Perhaps you tighten the back of the throat as you ration the air being expelled from your lungs in order to prolong the exhale even more, creating a bit of heat in the back of the throat. Noticing anything that's lighting up in your body, physical sensations lighting up, being drawn to the surface of your awareness, noticing places that are asking for your attention without feeling a need to assess, judge, or deem them positive or negative sensations, just noticing what is calling your attention. Holding space for any messengers that are bubbling up to the surface in your body, along with messengers arising to the surface of your attention, in your mind, and in your emotions. As if a stranger is knocking on the door, we're opening the door and welcoming them in with hospitality and curiosity. So creating a space where we're curious inquirers, curious about what these messengers are arising to tell us. Inquiring to what they have to say, holding space with welcoming openness as a non-judgmental observer of our experience, holding space for these guests without passing judgment. Considering a notion of disidentification with the constantly changing variables of our human experience. Acknowledging that our state is ever changing, but this blanket of awareness is ever present, constant. separating from the compulsion to be defined by our ever-changing states, disidentifying with the conditional variables. Noticing yourself as an observer, acknowledging your awareness of awareness. Like an infinite, expansive cloud of awareness, encompassing all that is your ever-changing state. Letting those notions go. Settling in on an intention for the remainder of the practice today, which perhaps can be an intention that continues through for the rest of your day or the rest of your week. However banal or profound an intention, whatever is bubbling up for you, emerging from deep within you, settle in on this intention for this moment. Perhaps it's to allow yourself with permission to experience a little bit more pleasure in all of the daily tasks that comprise your day. Perhaps it's to give yourself permission to relax. Relax into a state of neutral, calm, non-judgmental awareness. Once you settle on your intention, affirm it to yourself a few times. Letting that go, tuning in to your sankalpa, also understood as your heartfelt desire or your deep, true, most authentic sense of self, your purpose. San, what takes us closer to kalpa, your authentic truth or purpose. Without effort to excavate this sankalpa or heartfelt desire, allow this sense of self to emerge from within you effortlessly. Repeat it to yourself a few times. And then put it aside, letting it drift away for the remainder of the practice. Finally, tuning your attention to your inner resource, which is our constant, unconditionally present feeling of safety, love, warmth, a feeling of home, perhaps an image or a person or a place allows you to gain proximity to this inner resource in your mind, this felt sense of security that exists unconditionally within you, not reliant on anything or anyone else, but abundantly available to you within yourself, inner resource. A whole body felt sense of safety, groundedness, and love. Letting those images drift away. Letting your body melt into the surface that's holding you. following with your mind's eye and your consciousness the sound of my voice as I conduct a scan exploring the different locations in your body, bringing your consciousness to each body part as I list it, so as to soften into each body part a little bit more, allowing it to percolate with vibrational energy as our attention caresses each spot. Bringing your awareness to your right hand thumb, softening into the thumb, traveling your mind's eye to your right hand index finger, softening into your right hand middle finger, right ring finger, supple presence to your right hand pinky, supple back of the hand, softening into the right palm of the hand, softening into the right wrist with your mind's eye, exploring the circumference of your right wrist. Arriving to your right forearm. Tracing the length of your right forearm, arriving to the right elbow. Softening into the eye of the elbow, noticing the places of contact of the back of the elbow on the floor or the surface that's supporting you. Traveling your mind's eye to the right upper arm, tracing the circumference of the right upper arm with your mind's eye. Exploring the shoulder joint with your conscious, attentive awareness, noticing sensations in your right shoulder joint, the right armpit, top of the shoulder, tracing the length of the collarbone with your mind's eye, the surfaces of the shoulder blade, the right rib cage, all dimensions of the right side of the rib cage, expanding with your inhale, contracting and narrowing with your exhale, seeing the curvature of the rib cage expanding and contracting with your mind's eye. Arriving to the right waist, right belly, right back body, traveling to your right hip, hip crest, the architecture of the right side of the pelvis, hip flexors softening, flesh of the right side of the bum relaxed, grounded into the surface that's supporting you. Traveling your mind's eye to your right groin, pelvic floor, arriving to your right thigh, all surfaces and dimensions of the right thigh settling into relaxed awareness, as if your consciousness is allowing each body part to melt with ease into deeper relaxation. Traveling to the right knee joint, supple knee joint inside and out, exploring the anatomy of the knee joint, all surfaces soften with awareness. Arriving to the right lower leg, the length of the shin, the belly of the calf, all the flesh and bones of the right lower leg. Traveling the length of that anatomy down to the right ankle as your mind's eye caresses the ankle joint with awareness. Ankle bones on both sides of the joint, deep within the ankle joint. Arriving to the right heel, the surfaces of the foot in contact with the floor or whatever is supporting your body. Exploring the curvature of the right arch of the foot, the sole of the right foot. Tracing the beautiful curvature of the foot anatomy. Tracing the lines of the top of the arch of the foot. Traveling with your mind's eye the length of the right big toe metatarsal from the base of the metatarsal to the tip of the toe. Second toe metatarsal all the way from base to tip. Third toe metatarsal. Fourth, fifth toe metatarsal. Entire right foot at ease. Entire right leg relaxed. Entire right side body still heavy, relaxed, and at ease. Entire right arm and shoulder. Right side body completely relaxed, held by the floor. Acknowledging that state of deep relaxation in the right side body. Guiding your mind's eye over to your left hand thumb. Soften into the thumb. Softening into the left hand index finger. Left middle finger. Left ring finger. Left hand pinky finger. Gently vibrating with awareness and presence. Consciousness arriving to the back of the left hand. Supple awareness to the palm of the left hand. Open, exposed to the world around you, receptive of energy, conducive of energy, radiant awareness. Guiding your mind's eye to the left wrist. Exploring the circumference of the left wrist, traveling to the left lower arm, exploring the length of the left forearm and all surfaces and facets. Guiding your conscious awareness to your left elbow joint, the back of the elbow, the eye of the left elbow joint. Continuing to the left upper arm, traveling the length of the upper arm on all sides, like swirling, gentle caress of awareness, arriving to the left shoulder joint, inside and outside of the left shoulder joint. Left armpit is relaxed. Left collarbone softens. Left shoulder blade gently resting on the floor. Continuing with gentle, curious awareness to your left rib cage. Noticing the curvature of the left rib cage expanding front, side, and back with your inhale. Narrowing and contracting in all capacities with your exhale. Noticing the beautiful curves of the bones of the rib cage. Expanding and contracting as the lungs breathe themselves. Traveling to the left waist, left belly, left back body. Arriving to the left hip, exploring the anatomy of the left side of the pelvis, left hip crest, hip flexors soften and melt, releasing any residual tension. The flesh of the left bum grounded, relaxing into the floor, softening into your left groin, pelvic floor, left thigh, held and easy, relaxed, exploring the length of the entire left floor, left thigh, arriving to the left knee joint. Curiously exploring the entire anatomy of the left knee joint, inside and out, softening, releasing, relaxing. Following your attentive awareness to the left lower leg, tracing the length of the shin, softening into the belly of the calf, arriving with conscious awareness to all sides of the left lower leg. Conducting your awareness to the left ankle, inside of the joint, ankle bones, arriving to the left heel, grounded in contact with the surface holding you. Exploring the curvature of the left sole of the foot, the top of the arch, tracing the beautiful architecture of curving lines of the foot. Following the length of the left big toe metatarsal from the base to the tip. Left second toe metatarsal. Your mind's eye caressing the length of the third toe metatarsal. Gently exploring the length of the fourth toe metatarsal and fifth toe metatarsal to the tip of the toe. Entire left foot relaxed and at ease. Entire left leg softened, let go. Left side body at ease. Left arm grounded, supple, relaxed. Left side body totally relaxed. Both sides of the body co-regulated with one another, co-regulated to the space around you. Calm, surrendered, supple, relaxed, let go sensation. Softening into the throat. Relax with breath into the throat, deep within the throat, softening with your breath. Sides of the neck soften. Sweeping movement of awareness, cascading around the top of the neck, softening into the jaw, the chin, the cheekbones, the bridge of the nose, the crests of the eyebrows. The skull softens, forehead, the weight of the head surrenders a little bit more into the floor. Back of the head in contact with the floor, held, released. Soften into your lips. Bring your awareness to the tongue, heavy, relaxed in the mouth, the floor of the mouth, the roof of the mouth, the teeth, back of the throat, nose. Trace air as it travels through your nostrils on an inhale. Noticing the hot air as you exhale. Soften into your eyeballs, deep within the sockets. Eyelids gently shut in contact with one another effortlessly. Relax into the eyebrows, the skin of the forehead, the ears, right and left, soften. Awareness to the hairline, the scalp, entire face and head, relaxed and tended, radiant with energy from attentive awareness. Entire front body softens, entire front body relaxes, entire back body relaxes. Your whole physical self in its entirety, regulated, tended, softened with expansive awareness, radiant presence, connected, supple, radiant energy in this state of deep relaxation. Noticing the cadence of your breath. Noticing the body breathing itself. Acknowledging this surrendered state of deep awareness, effortless awareness, aware of your awareness. Returning to your intention for today's practice, reaffirming the previously set intention for today's practice a few times to yourself. Continuing to your sankalpa, the insight of your deep, truest sense of self that emerged for today's practice, your sankalpa, reaffirming the sankalpa, letting that go, and reigniting your inner resource, that deep, ever-present felt sense of safety and love. Returning to those sensations brought closer to you by certain images of people or places or things that ground you and bring you closer to this deeply felt sense of your inner resource. Letting that go. Acknowledging to yourself that you are practicing Yoga Nidra, mindful, guided, systematic relaxation to explore the current state of affairs in your own body, your own mind, your own emotional state. Reminding yourself of the environment that you're in. And affirming to yourself the gift that you just gave to yourself